Atop Wawel Hill on the Vistula River in Poland, there stands a beautiful ancient castle and a cathedral in which are buried many of the kings of Poland. Below lies the ancient city of Krakow, home of Poland's ancient glory and heroic deeds. But long, long ago, before the city of Krakow existed, before the castle and the cathedral, there existed a small settlement of peaceful people who tilled the soil, harvested their crops, and prospered. In the evening, when work was done and the sun had gone to sleep, they would gather around fires, and the old men would tell stories of an evil dragon who lived in a deep, dark cave in the side of Wawel Hill. The entrance to the cave was overgrown with thick weeds and brambles, and no one would dare venture into the cave lest they awaken the creature inside. No one, that is, except 5 foolish kids. "I ain't afraid of no dragon."
"Prove it then. Let's go see if there's a dragon."
"Hey, you kids don't do anything stupid now. I'm going to sleep."
They thought the old stories foolhardy and set out to prove them false. They laboriously made their way through the thick brush and soon arrived at the mouth of a cavernous cave. Needless to say, the boys ran the fastest that they had ever run in their lives toward the entrance of the cave. Behind them they heard roaring and bellowing, and they felt hot breath on their backs. They did not bother to turn back, but rather plunged down the side of a hill, running, stumbling, and rolling until they reached the bottom. Only then did they look up to see a hideous dragon at the top of a hill. The dragon made its way down the hill, and hungry from its long sleep, it went directly to a herd of horses. The people were shocked and terrified. From that day on, there was no peace in the village. Daily the dragon would appear to carry off a victim, sometimes a horse, or dreadfully a child, or even a grown man. The villagers called this hideous creature Smok. Men banded together to try to slay the dragon, but their primitive weapons were no match for the thick scales of the dragon. Many men died in the attempt to rid the village of this terrible curse. In the same village lived a wise man named Krakus. Some thought him something of a magician. The villagers came to Krakus to ask for his help. Krakus thought for a long time. Then he started to mix up a paste. He summoned the villagers to bring a horse to him. He covered the poor horse with the unpleasant mixture. The mixture that the horse had been coated with caused a great burning inside the dragon. Some say it drank half of the Vistula River that day. Suddenly there was a great explosion and the dragon burst. The people rejoiced at the demise of the fearsome creature. They were so impressed with the wisdom of Krakus that they invited him to rule over them. They built a stronghold at the top of a hill, and below it the city prospered under his rule. When Krakus died, the people gave him a magnificent burial and erected a mound over his tomb, bringing the dirt with their own hands. It has endured throughout the centuries as a lasting monument to their wise and brave king.